time. Yes, this is a fundraiser for women and children. You know, the shelter here up here in Barrie.
Scott, and with me tonight, accompanying me is my good buddy, Mr. Grant Slater, on the piano, by the way. Thank you. On and on, gonna keep on trying, and he smiles when he feels like crying.
Well, the event so far has been very good. A lot of nice people showed up, and looking forward to the entertainment for the night.
And I've known Michael for a number of years, and he's one of my, well, he actually is my best friend and my real estate agent, so I get cheaply the price of mine.
Awesome. We were just talking about how everybody's enjoying themselves, and the food's been really great. The crowd's wonderful.
The entertainment's been outstanding, and it's just so well organized. It's a lovely, amazing party.
I would like to thank all of you for coming this evening. This is a milestone event for all of us. Not only was this evening an opportunity for us as a real estate team in Barrie to pay homage and to give thanks and gratitude to each of you for making us who we are, but we decided that early on we wanted to seize this opportunity to make a difference in the community that has given us an opportunity to serve you. And with that in mind, we chose to partner with the Women and Children's Shelter of Barrie. Truthfully, I was absolutely horrified by some of the things that go on in our small community. And the shelter is providing exceptional service to abused women and children in our community. So with that in mind, I would not be able to do this without my team, and I'd like to introduce you to all of those, if I may. So I have Jane Stevens on our team, Lisa Kell on our team, Sarah Taylor, she's in charge of our public relations. I have our graphic designer extraordinaire, Matt Hodder, and none of this would be possible without the support of my husband, Ron Maxson. Thank you.
It's great. Funny enough, this is the first time I've actually got to meet Michael face-to-face, but I definitely know the name. He's been a very active realtor out in the Barrie community for, I believe, over 10 years. So I'm very happy to see that he's tied his client appreciation event into such a worthy cause like the Women and Children's Shelter tonight.
Getting people out on a Friday night to support the women's shelter and have fun and put their wallets at work. Can't think of a better reason to.
Absolutely. You know what? The women's shelter has... Barrie's a small enough community. We're a large city, but we're a small enough community, and there are so few degrees of separation from someone who knows somebody or has had a personal experience where their lives have been touched by the services and the good work of the people at the women's shelter. And you know what? We live in a phenomenal community where the community really does come out to show their thanks, their support. And you know what? So this is an opportunity to engage, to socialize, to have some fun, but really to do something that is so worthwhile.
Mike seems to do so much for so many people. Some excellent silent auction products, some really neat things, and a lot of really nice people.
It's been fantastic. Great atmosphere, great music, and just waiting for Jully Black to come on.
We are so absolutely thrilled to be partnering with Michael Stuart Webb and all of you in the work that we do at the shelter. And we were completely overwhelmed as well when Michael came to visit us and took a tour of the shelter. And I can tell you that he is a remarkable person, because in that short time that he came for a tour, he was able to connect with many women in the shelter. And he has a heart that is bigger than this room. Do you agree with me? He does. And so we feel very blessed that he wants to partner with us. He absolutely sees the need in our community. I would like to tell you that the work that we're doing is making an impact in terms of decreasing the number of women and children, but that is absolutely not the case. We're funded for 27 beds. We are typically running at 35. We have to turn away almost 500 women and their children every year. So we have a problem, and we are working really hard to try and fix that problem. And so we're launching a big campaign where we're trying to really improve our services, and I'm going to let Kelly talk about that a little bit.
Thank you so much. As Teresa was mentioning, we are about to embark in a capital campaign called Standing Together. The reason for this is the shelter operates on a 2-building model, and we're finding that that's just not working. We have our emergency 24-hour shelter, and we have our outreach shelter that is in a kind of off-site, obscure kind of part of the city. And we're finding that the women that we are servicing are simply not accessing the services that we have at that building. And we need them to have access. We need them to have immediate access. So the Standing Together campaign is a $350,000 campaign that's meant to renovate our basement to bring all of our outreach, which includes court support, our survivors meetings, some therapies, and bringing them all into our emergency shelter so that we don't have to tell a woman who has had trust issues that they've been hurt by the people who are meant to love them the most, and we don't have to tell them to go see a stranger, someone whom they've never met before, and to be at their most vulnerable. We can take their hand and walk them downstairs and have that immediate service so that these women can access those therapies and that support that they need immediately to really survive and thrive in our community.
Oh, this is an amazing event. We are so thankful for this enormous turnout, and to Michael Stuart Webb for putting this on. The shelter relies so heavily on local businesses for funds and for the community to raise awareness and funds for everything that we're able to do in the shelter. We simply could not function without the support of the local community.
I am honored to present to you the one and only Miss Jully Black.
How you doing? Are you feeling good? You know why you're here. If you know why you're here, let me hear you make some noise. Strumming my pain with his finger, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song.